Mrs. Stewart said nothing. She looked very old. Mrs. Doctor, I said, please stop. You are making Mrs. Stewart ill. I love him. Rosa Doctor said, he was cruel to me, but I love him. I understood him. He was a strong man, but I love him. He will love me too. I thought he will marry me. He will not be a kind husband, but I will be happy. But he left me. You mean that? You, this mother.
To be brought. So notice Rosa was in love with Steerforth, and she really wanted to marry him. Okay.
Mrs. Deltor, I said stop. Mrs. Steerforth is very ill. She can't hear you. Rosa Deltor turned to me. You, she said, Copperfield, his friend. What kind of friend were you to him? You threw him to Yarmouth. He met Emily dear, and she stole him from me. You always bring bad news. Go away. I hate you to go.
This is a very unhappy, miserable lady. Okay, got to continue. Thank you.
I stopped in the doorway and looked back. Rosa was standing next to Mrs. Steerforth. She put her arms around the old woman. Mrs. Steerforth did not move, and Rosa began to cry. Oh, my dear, she said, I am sorry, I love him, but you love him too. Now he is dead. Poor Mrs. Steerforth, poor Steerforth. I left the house of tears and went home. The Mickables and Mr. Peggotty were leaving the next day. My aunt and I went to see them on the boat. Mr. Mickable was happy again.
Starts, guy, excellent, but slow down a little bit.
He smiled and sang. I will work hard in Australia. He promised my aunt. I will be a success. He kissed her hand. Thank you, Miss Thornton. Mr. Peggotty came up to me. Did Tam get the weather? He asked. Yes, I said. This was not true. Ham was dead, but I could not tell Mr. Peggotty in his happiness. Where is Emily? I asked. There, he said, and I saw two women sitting together, Emily and Martha. Martha wants to come with us. Mr. Peggotty said, she can start a new life in Australia. We all have a new and better life. Goodbye, Mr. Peggotty, I said. Say goodbye to Emily and Martha for me. I will, Mr. Peggotty said, and I will come back. I will see you again, Mr. David. He shook my hand. I went back to the Mickables. Mrs. Mickable held my hand and cried. I will write letters from Australia, my dear Copperfield. Mr. Mickable said goodbye. Goodbye, I said. Good night. We are sailing now, the man shouted. My aunt and I left the ship and watched from the land. The ropes were untied and fell into the water. The ship began to move away. My aunt and I shouted goodbye. Mr. Peggotty and the Mickables shouted back. They are all beginning a new life, my aunt said. I felt very sad. These were my friends, and they were leaving me. My wife, Steerforth, and Tam were all dead. I need to begin a new life too, I said. I will go abroad and travel for a few months. Then, perhaps, I will learn to forget.
All right. Okay. What does he mean? What does it mean? I will go abroad. What is abroad?
To another country.
Right. To another country overseas. And you know, that's not so odd. Even in these days, to see all these people that go to Australia. Because Australia was settled by a lot of people from England and Ireland who wanted to get away, even though it was so very far away, as you see, because, and I want you to look at the map, because here is England, this little country in Europe, and they went all the way to Australia. But Australia is filled with people who came from mostly from this part of the world, in fact, today.